We'll start our practice by bringing our hands together in front of the heart, placing the thumbs against the sternum, and just start to notice that you are breathing. You don't have to change anything about it. Just notice it. And then from wherever you are in the rhythm of your breathing, just exhale as fully as you can. And then draw a deeper breath in. Hold the breath just for a moment, and then allow it to flow out of the body. Take another nice deep breath in. Hold the breath for just a moment. As you breathe out again, just notice that you're breathing. And with a little more purpose or intention, exhale as fully as you can. And draw a nice deep breath in with the intention of reciting the opening mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath inside the body. Let your hands and arms relax. See if you can tune into that subtle, almost imperceptible vibration of the sound still echoing in the chambers of the heart, in the inside of the body, in that part of us that we cannot quite name. And of course, whenever you feel the need, go ahead and release the breath. Just wanted to share with you the first longer mantra that I learned in yoga practice. It's 2014. So I don't know if this is the anniversary. It'd be cool if it was, but the translation is, may all beings be happy, be free, be peaceful. And it begins with Loka, L-O-K-A, Samasta. Maybe you've heard this one. Sukhino Bhavantu. It's pretty simple. So just take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can fit it all into one exhale. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Another deep breath in. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. One more time. Deep breath in. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. And then in the silence, feel the vibration of the mantra and just tune into the area of your heart. Imagine radiating that sentiment everywhere in the world at once. If you can still hear the mantra, allow it to flow in the silence of your mind as you envision the vibration of the mantra surrounding the earth. Maybe you can even envision that the entire earth is held in the space of your heart. And you're breathing the energy and the vibration of the mantra directly in and out of your heart, directly into the earth, in both directions. Maybe you can feel the earth turning gently upon its axis, like a pinwheel, being gently moved by the flow of the breath coming in and out of the area around your heart. As if gently waking a child with a whisper that carries the message in the mantra, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Now start to adjust the rhythm of your breathing so that the exhale begins to become longer than the inhale, until it feels like the exhale is twice as long, or maybe even a little longer than the inhale. Just begin to follow the breath from the tip of the nose in to the body, moving through each energy center up into the third eye, down into the throat, the heart, the navel, the sacral center, all the way to the base of the spine. And then in that same way, naturally follow the breath out of the body at your own pace, tuning into that feeling and sensation, if you can, of the breath passing from the base of the spine, up through the sacral center in the low belly, up through the navel center, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and out through the tip of the nose. And gently bring your palms back together in front of the heart. We'll chant the seed sound for the heart chakra, Yam, Y-A-M. Just think sweet potatoes. Just take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just make the sound, Yam. Another deep breath in, Yam. And a third breath in, Yam. And raise the arms up overhead, holding the palms together. If you wish, you can interlace the fingers, you can leave the index finger extended, thumbs beside each other, left over right, right over left, whatever feels good. We'll just do a little breath of fire. Envision the lower energy centers being stimulated and that energy rising up through the heart. It's just that nice, even in-breath and out-breath, accentuated by the forceful contraction and release of the abdominal muscles in the navel area. So go ahead and begin. And go ahead and relax the breathing rhythm. Lower your arms. Allow your hands to separate. And just feel the flow of energy in the body. Notice the spaces that are more stimulated, presenting with more sensation. And we'll move through a quick round of Bastrika breath. So we're inhaling gently, raising the arms up overhead, forcefully exhaling through the nose, throwing the elbows back behind us. Create that heart and chest opening sensation. Go ahead and relax. Release the breath. Tune in again to that inner space. So I'm going to come out of my comfortable, extremely comfortable, of course, cross-legged posture, and just bring my legs kind of a 45-degree angle from my midline. And just gently lean forward. Get a nice little stretch in the inner thigh, the back of the leg. You're welcome to envision your spinal column like a string of lights. Not the Christmas lights, mind you. Imagine each vertebra a small sphere of light. Gently bring yourself back to an upright position. And we'll just move back and forth between the right and left leg. So we're going to exhale, turn toward the right leg, fold over, inhale, come back up, turn toward the left leg, fold over as you exhale. Just take your time to begin with. If you're feeling that nice stretch in the back of the leg, just kind of savor it. Feel the natural compression as you fold over the leg, helping you exhale. Breathing in as you move between the two legs. The next time you fold over the right leg, just stay there a little bit. Enjoy maybe 3 or 4 deep breaths in and out. See if you can feel yourself dropping down just a little more, like a millimeter more with each exhale. And then transition through the center, take a nice deep breath in, and then fold over the left leg and stay there for a few breaths. Feel into that sensation of micro movements as you drop a millimeter with each exhale, just 1 millimeter more. Come back up through center. Reacquire that cross-legged posture. Bring the arms forward, parallel with the floor. Bring the hands into Durga Mudra, placing the tip of the thumb at the base of the pinky and wrapping the fingers over, which is also sign language for help me. We'll tune into that energy of the Hindu deity that is the insurmountable fortress, the place that cannot be defeated. And then we'll forcefully inhale as we raise the right arm and drop the left. And then raise the left arm, drop the right as we forcefully exhale. And bring the arms into stillness. Release the mudra. Relax. Envision that energetic flow of the right side and left side coming into a harmonious balance. This Kriya stimulates the parasympathetic nerve, the parathyroid gland. It's also helping the parasympathetic nervous system. Balancing the utilization of calcium in the body. It's more for just your bones. It's involved in all kinds of processes. Just feel that energy of balancing moving throughout the body. Just tune into the rhythm of your breathing. And the next time you inhale, just begin to lift your chin up toward the sky. And as you exhale, lower your chin down toward your chest. See with each breath if you can tune into that stretch in the front of the neck as you breathe in, and the stretch in the back of the neck as you breathe out. We'll pair a little sound with this movement. So as you inhale and lift your chin up, prepare yourself for an exhale with the sound of Om. So you're just making the sound Ah and slowly closing your mouth, moving into that M sound. Just take a deep breath in as you inhale, chin up. To drop your chin toward your chest, make the sound oh. We'll do this 3 more times. Oh. 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 Allow the head to come into stillness. If you can, visualize that the movement is still happening within your mind's eye. If you're able, continue to hear the sound of Om as you exhale through the motion that's continuing within your mind's eye. And we'll begin to move the head from side to side. So you're bringing your left ear toward your left shoulder. Inhaling as you come upright. Exhaling as you bring your right ear toward your right shoulder. As you're inhaling through center and exhaling toward each shoulder, you see if you can tune into the stretch on either side of the neck. Moving toward the left shoulder with the left ear, feel the right side of the neck. Moving toward the right shoulder with the right ear, feel the left side of the neck. Then we'll add a little sound to the movement. We'll chant the sound of Om again. We'll breathe in with our head upright in the center. And then as you move toward the left side, chant the sound. Om. Come up through center, inhaling, and then exhale toward the right ear. Om. Inhaling through center toward the left ear. Om. Inhaling, exhaling the sound toward the right shoulder. Om. One more round. Inhaling, moving toward the left shoulder. Om. Inhaling, moving toward the right shoulder. Om. And let the head come back to a neutral position. Just feel the sensation, the movement of energy in the neck, the head, the face, the shoulders, maybe the chest and upper back. focus your attention and bring your gaze to the point between your eyebrows. Just direct your physical eyes to that third eye space. And we'll add a little sound to this focus on the third eye. So as you breathe in, envision the breath flowing up into the third eye space. As you breathe out, just chant the sound of Om and envision. See if you can feel the sensation of the sound moving out from the third eye. Just take a deep breath in, breath flowing into the third eye. And as you exhale, make the sound of Om flowing out of the third eye. Another deep breath in. Om. And one last deep breath into the third eye. Make the sound flowing out of the third eye. Om. Just allow yourself to rest into the stillness for a moment. Envision again the spinal column as a string of lights, each vertebra a small sphere of white light. And we'll move into a gentle spinal rotation, just beginning in a clockwise direction. Making the center of our circle at the base of the spine. Fixing our awareness in the third eye. Envisioning the third eye space, drawing a circle as we go through the spinal rotation movement. And allow yourself to lean back a little as you go around the back side of the circle, feeling that edge of balance. Maybe you can feel into this balance point around the sides of the circle too. Imagine a small sphere of light in your third eye, tracing a circle as you move. And then go ahead and reverse direction. You're welcome to reverse the cross of your legs if that feels comfortable for you. And start moving in a counterclockwise direction. Doing your best to tune into that third eye space. Feeling or visualizing that presence of a glowing sphere of white light at that point between your eyebrows. Like a little comet moving in an orbit as you move through the spinal rotation. And gently bring yourself into stillness. And in this stillness, just gently offer the inquiry into this inner world. Do you remember what you were like before? Do you remember what you were like before? Offer this question into the area of your heart. Your mind may have all kinds of answers. Just offer the question with the wisdom of your heart, as if you've just written a letter. Might take a little while to get a response. And to continue the energy of our spinal rotation, we'll move through just a rotation of the neck. So you can begin by bringing the chin toward the chest and then gently rolling toward the right shoulder, toward the back, toward the left shoulder, and back toward the chest. You're welcome to listen to the crunchy sounds or ignore them. Maybe it reminds you of the old Rice Krispies commercial. But just tune into that, whatever sound is there to be heard. And just start to adjust the rhythm of your breathing so that you're exhaling as you lower your chin toward your chest, and you're inhaling as you round your neck around toward the back. And now we'll add a little bit of sound. We're going to make the sound am, as in the the short statement, I am. So allow that breath to flow in as your head moves around the back of the circle. And then as you move toward the front of the circle with your chin toward your chest, just make the sound. Breathe in around the back, around the front. One more time. And let your rotation of the neck continue just a few more times. And the next time that you come into that chin toward the chest position in the front, just gently reverse the directions. You're moving counterclockwise. Nice and slow, very gentle. Tune into whatever sounds are there. And then we'll begin to adjust the breathing rhythms so that as our chin comes toward the chest, we're exhaling. And as we round the back of the circle, we're inhaling. Then we'll add a little bit of our own sound. Going to make the sound a hum, A-H-A-M, like we're just clearing our throat a little. So around the back of the circle, we'll take that nice deep breath in. And around the front of the circle, we'll make that sound. Aham. 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 One more time. Aham. And let the circle continue a few times in silence, unless you count the crackles, the snaps, the pops. And allow your head to come into stillness in a neutral position. Bring the fingertips together, pinkies, ring, middle, index, and thumb tips together. And hold this mudra in front of the heart. Just begin to elongate your breathing rhythm as you inhale. See if you can inhale for a count of 5. And then exhale for a count of 5. Now we'll add in a holding for a count of 5. So breathe in for a count of 5. Next time you do, just hold the breath inside the body for a count of 5. And then gently release the breath for a count of 5. So we're just inhaling, holding, and exhaling, each for a count of 5. And we'll add another breath holding the breath out after each exhale before we inhale. So we'll be inhaling, holding, exhaling, holding, each for a count of 5. And gently begin to release the finger and thumb tips from each other. Allow your hands to rest on your knees or in your lap, palms facing upward. See if you can tune in again to that sensation of the presence, the small sphere of white light in that point between your eyebrows. We'll just do a short practice of the Kirtan Kriya. So we're going to chant 4 sounds: sa, ta, na, ma. As you make the sound of sa out loud, just bring your index finger to the tip of your thumb. As you make the sound ta, ta, bring the middle finger to the thumb tip. As you make the sound na, na, bring the index finger to the thumb tip. And as you make the sound ma, ma, bring your pinky to the thumb tip. So all 4 syllables are in one exhale, if you can manage it. Just take a deep breath in. Sa, ta, na, ma. Deep breath in. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Just keep going in that way. I'm going to see if we can add in one more thing. So you keep chanting and I'll drop this one little extra piece in. So as you make each sound, envision that the syllable, the sound of each syllable, comes in the top of your head and flows out through your third eye. With each finger touch, with each syllable, there's a sound wave coming in the top of your head, flowing out through your third eye. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Now change the sound to a whisper. So instead of out loud, it's a softer sound. Sa, ta, na, We'll do 2 more rounds of that. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. And now silently inside your mind, those same syllables, with each one visualizing that silent sound within the mind, traveling in through the top of the head and out through the third eye, pairing with each finger touch. And go ahead and finish whatever round you're in, and gently bring your palms together in front of your heart to close the practice. We'll chant together out loud just one time, Sat Nam, calling on that true vibration to be just a little bit more present with us as we move about our day. Just take a deep breath in. Sa Nam. Thank you for joining me for a practice today.